Buena, mi rey. Oye, vamos a ver entonces lo que se viene para abril. Está un poquito atrasado, pero estos son los 15 juegos que no nos podemos perder en abril. Esto es gracias a Gaming Vault.
March had its fair share of releases and new titles, but April is
Que se viene con
quantity
ya la mitad ya salió,
and quality. Remasters, ports, long-awaited sequels, exclusives, at least one incredible-looking RPG. There is a lot to look forward to. So check out the 15 biggest games launching in April of 2025. Days Gone Remastered.
Cacha, el Days Gone
After years of
Remastered.
asking for a sequel,
Juegazo.
Days Gone fans have been rewarded
Juegazo,
with the
weón.
PS5
Bueno,
remaster.
si no jugaste esta
Thankfully,
weá, estáis
Days
loco.
Gone Remastered,
Juégalo.
out on April
El que no
25th,
gusta,
features some
juéguelo.
notable new
Buenísimo,
content like Horde Assault, where Deacon must survive against larger, more challenging hordes. Enemies become more difficult as time passes, and you can even control brand new characters to survive for as long as possible. You also have speedrun and permadeath modes
Mira,
with
tiene más
graphical
modo.
improvemos, reduced loading times, and DualSense
Es brigioso
support.
cuando andáis en moto y te salta un
PS4
lobo,
owners
weón.
can upgrade to the remaster for $10, and all content will be available for PC players via the Broken Roads DLC at launch.
Mira.
Forza Horizon 5
$10 larucos
PS5.
para upgradear.
For a long time.
Forza
Over
Horizon
3
5,
years, in
Play
fact,
5.
The de facto racing experience on PS5
Esta es una
has
IP
been
de
Gran
Xbox
Turismo
One.
7.
Xbox ya
However, it's
está
finally getting
tirando la
some
chuña a su
real
IP, weón.
competition when Playground
Ya vea lo
Games'
mismo.
Forza Horizon 5 launches on April 25th. It's the first title in the franchise to debut on a Sony console. And more importantly, one of the very best with its incredible open world, stunning visuals, hundreds of cars, and a litany of features. Best of all, a new update, Horizon Realms, goes live the same
A mí
day.
honestamente el
offering
Forza
up
Horizon 5 lo
11
encuentro
returning
pedazo de
tracks,
juego de
the new
auto, weón.
stadium
No es mi
track,
bolón para
over
nada, no,
60
no soy el público
accolades,
objetivo,
new
pero
cars, and much more.
lo jugué y está
The
bien.
Last of Us Part
Bastante
2
bien.
Remastered PC.
Last of Us
Just when you
2
thought it
en
was
PC.
over, somehow
Okay.
The Last of Us
Juegazo.
returns right on time for
Juegazo,
Season 2
weón.
of the TV series. It's the PS5 remaster debuting on PC on April 3rd, and alongside all the platform-specific features like support for ultra-wide displays, DLSS, and
Uy.
FSR, there is some brand new content in No Return. The roguelike mode will receive 2 new characters and 4 new
¿Verdad que
maps to
el
go with the
remaster viene con
previously
un-
included
con un-
lost levels,
con un
developer
modo
commentary,
roguelike?
guitar free
Nunca lo
play,
jugué.
and more.
Y eso que a mí me gusta este juego, pero es que no me lo voy a comprar tampoco. Quizá ahora una buena opción para meterme.
You have no idea.
Avi,
South of Midnight.
South of
With
Midnight.
a
Este va a
story
ser...
seeped in deep South mythology and stop
Voy a
motion
probarlo.
like visuals
Voy a
for
probarlo y
its
voy a hacer un
cutscenes,
review chiquitito.
South of Midnight is an unexpectedly endearing new title from Compulsion Games.
Es que se ve súper
Launching
bien.
on April
Mira,
8th
los
for
enemigos
Xbox
están a
Series
2
X and S
FPS.
and PC, it's about Hazel, who becomes a weaver after her hometown is wrecked by a hurricane. From interacting with giant fish and crocodiles to mending spiritual
Me
bonds,
parece que igual ya
she
salió
seeks
y no
her
le fue
own
muy bien en la
place in the
crítica.
universe while dealing with
Se ve
tragedy.
bonito, pero
With
hay
about
que probarlo.
15 to 25 hours of gameplay,
A la
South of
crítica le
Midnight
quedo,
could
le
be
quedo hasta
one
ahí
of the
nomás,
more
weón. Le he
underrated
pasado bien
titles
con
of the
algunos
year.
juegos que están mal criticados.
Commandos Origins. Jack
Eran
O'Hara
comandos.
and his legendary commandos return, albeit in a prequel that explores their origins. Launching on April 9th for
Igual aquí esto es
PS5,
un
PC,
gusto
and
muy
Xbox Series X and
específico,
S,
weón, muy de
players
nicho.
will embark on over 10
Muy de
missions
nicho.
throughout World War II, combining their squad's strengths to succeed.
Es un squad de algunos personajes que todos tienen habilidades diferentes y tenéis que pasar una etapa haciendo sigilo, destrucción,
Go alone or with a
sabotaje.
friend in split screen or online
un
co-op
clásico.
and experiment with different approaches to succeed, be it stealth, subterfuge, or
Uy,
chaos.
¿tiene una granada parece, no?
Descenders Next. An extreme sports meets
Descenders
roguelike
Next.
title is already
Ni
fairly
idea, weón.
unorthodox,
No sé,
but
horrible,
Rage
pero-
Squid is taking the
juego
formula
de
even
celular?
further with Descenders Next. You can still play solo or with other players, and find the best way to reach the bottom of the mountain as quickly as possible. It's an instinctual joy, and there are new clothes and boards to unlock, a new soundtrack, and much more to dive into when it launches on April 9th. Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Este sí, conche mi manga.
Sandfall
Este sí.
Interactive's homage to real-time parrying and dodging in an imaginative fantasy world.
Es un don
Suffice it
RPG,
to say
weón.
that it looks like a
Se ve
winner
súper bien.
ahead of its launch on April 24th with its 30-plus hour main story, gorgeous visuals, and
Se
an
ve
all-star
súper bien.
cast.
Súper bien.
Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. A sequel to
El nuevo Fatal
Guru,
Fury
Mark of the
con
Wolves
Cristiano
wasn't
Ronaldo.
on every fighting games
A ver,
fan's
hola.
wish list for 2025, but here we are. Launching on April 24th for Xbox Series X and S, PS4,
Dale la vuelta
PS5,
a una
and
saga
PC,
mítica, weón,
City of the
del
Wolves
fighting,
sees
así que
several
para
returning
el que le guste
fighters,
ese tipo de juego,
some newcomers, and even
debería
a
estar
few
bien.
debuts by Fatal Fury Legends. With rollback netcode, crossplay, and a new RPG-like single-player mode, and the Rev system for new tactics, it could take the community by storm. MotoGP 25. As little as the franchise evolves year after year, you have to give credit to Milestone's MotoGP franchise for its consistency. The latest title, MotoGP 25, launches on April 30th
Aquí me
and offers
pierden.
new
Aquí me
race-off
pierden
disciplines
mítico,
for its modes, a new arcade experience, improved adaptive difficulty, and crossplay. It's coming to Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch,
No,
and
aquí
PC.
no, aquí no estoy yo.
Steel Seed.
Still
Close
Seed.
to the Sun developer Storm in a Teacup is going in a completely different
este?
direction with its next
Primera vez que lo
title,
escucho.
Steel Seed. As Zoe, players traverse
Juego
a
de acción,
mysterious
mira.
facility in a post-apocalyptic world, dealing
¿Me
with
sigilo?
hordes of unwelcoming machines. Mixing platforming and puzzles with combat and light stealth,
Pero mira, no
Steel
se ve
Seed
mal.
launches on
Un
April
poco
10th
genérico
for
sí el diseño de los
PC,
personajes,
Xbox Series
pero
X and S, and
el
PS5.
gameplay se ve bien.
Bionic Bay. Well, speaking
Esa-
of platformers, Bionic Bay, slated
Bionic
for
Bay,
last
mira.
month, arrives on April
Plataformero.
17th for
Oh,
PS5
qué
and
brígido.
PC. The biomechanical setting and premise are still intriguing. However, and having the ability
mira, como que
to
intercambia
flip
lugares
environments
con
and
otro
manipulate
objeto.
physics to traverse obstacles looks cool.
Qué
And for
bacán,
those who
weón.
really want to test their platforming skills, an online mode with events and leaderboards is also included. Tempest Rising. If you've
Tempest
been
Rising.
feeling the lack of any Command & Conquer-like titles over the past several years,
Un
Slipgate Ironworks' Tempest Rising may help.
Mira.
It's out on April 24th for
Un
PC,
RTS.
offering 2 playable factions with unique units, 2
Estilo Command &
campaigns,
Conquer.
online multiplayer, custom games, and the base-building real-time strategy that you know and
Tenéis que tener
love.
cabecita fuerte para jugar esos juegos.
Forever Skies. A survival crafting game in a post-apocalyptic setting may not inspire the most amount of interest, but Forever Skies offers
No,
some
aquí no,
intriguing
aquí no
spins
estoy.
on the formula.
Aquí
Instead
no.
of exploring the dust-covered Earth on foot, you're venturing through the skies on an airship, gathering resources to upgrade it from various skyscrapers and structures.
No.
What awaits on the surface? Well, you'll have to find out when Forever Skies exits early access and launches on April 14th for PS5 and PC. Crashlands 2. The sequel to Butterscotch
Crashlands
Shenanigans
2.
survival crafting classic finally arrives on
También
April
me
10th
pierde.
and sees Flux Dave
¿Qué es esto,
returning
güey?
to Roanoke to reunite with her buddies. Things quickly go wrong though, and after yet another crash landing, she embarks on a journey to find out what's happening while combating dangerous creatures, unlocking upgrades, and more. With vastly improved visuals, new recipes,
más
and more,
fuera de mi
Crashlands
foco.
2 could be the perfect cozy crafting sim for fans when it launches on PC, iOS, and Android. Monaco 2.
Monaco
And speaking
2.
of long-awaited sequels to a classic title, Monaco 2 also launches on April
pegó el
10th for
video.
PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PS5.
Ah, no, hay fotos nomás.
Much like the original,
Sale este
you're
mes,
still
pero hay fotos nomás,
conducting
no vamos a tener
heists
video.
alone or with up to 3 other players, but there are new characters and playstyles and blueprint mode for finer planning. Whether you're in it for the zany yet
Me duele.
stylish campaign or the long haul with its procedurally
estoy
generated
totalmente
levels,
fuera.
Monaco 2 should be a worthy follow-up. And that'll be about it for this
Y
one.
eso fue todo.
If you guys like what we're doing at Gaming
Oye,
Bolt,
gracias
please
a Gaming
consider
Bolt.
subscribing to our channel.
Dios.
And I'll see you guys on the
Para
next
hacer
video.
estos videos, más paja hacer estos videos para que un weón después venga y los reaccione así de la nada, weón, y los vea y todo. Goti.